The debate over masking up in schools continues after an executive order by Governor Youngkin allowing parents to opt their child out of the mandate. We have complete coverage tonight. Our Wayne COVIL will tell us what Powhatan school leaders have decided.
But we begin with our Cameron Thompson, who's in Chesterfield, where school leaders have voted to keep the mandate in place, at least for now. Cam, what have you learned?
Well, that's right, Candace. It was a 3-2 vote to keep the current policies in place, which include masking for all, but say they'll revisit this issue when they get more guidance from the state on Governor Glenn Youngkin's executive order. Now, today's meeting only lasted about 45 minutes. There's no public comment, but however, there were around 2,300 online comments submitted for this. Of course, all this going to Governor Glenn Youngkin's executive order that goes into effect on Monday, saying that parents will have the power to opt out of any school mask mandates. Now, during the board discussion, several board members talked about where they stood on this issue. Some saying now is not the time to drop masking because of the current surge. Others saying that there have been a lot of cases and that is now something that people need to learn to live with. And eventually what was brought up was that one of the directives in the executive order said that there would be guidance issued from the Virginia Department of Education on how to implement this new executive order while following COVID-19 mitigation strategies. And some board members saying that they need that guidance, how to do things like contact tracing and quarantining, and again wanting to see that guidance before moving ahead with removing that option, and again voting 3-2 today to keep things as they are while waiting for that guidance. Here is some of what they had to say during tonight's meeting.
I acknowledge that we need an off-ramp, and I look forward to upcoming guidance that will get us there. I would suggest that we look to School Health Advisory Board members, the SHEB committee.
Still, even with vaccines, boosters, and other mitigation factors, people are still testing positive. The reality is this virus is going to be with us for some time, and we need to begin to live again.
We need appropriate guidelines to effectively and legally roll out your executive order in our school system.
Now, we have reached out to Governor Youngkin's office as well as the VDOE and are waiting to hear back on when this issue, this new guidance is expected. Now, while Chesterfield took this approach today, Powhatan County Public Schools taking a different one. And for that, we go to our senior reporter, Wayne COVIL.
Cameron, the Powhatan County School Board has decided to let parents decide whether their children will be wearing or not wearing masks in schools. And that parent's decision will be seen on Monday.
I think this will be seamless. I am the school board representative for District 4 in Powhatan County Schools.
James Taylor has faith come Monday, those with masks and those without will be in school with no problems.
So on the 24th, I don't anticipate a big issue.
And for SARA Gilbert,
I think the issues will mainly arise from the parents. I don't think the kids will really know any different. I think if the parents let it ride and, they treat it as a normal day, your kids will treat it as a normal day.
For James Taylor, putting the wearing masks decision in the hands of parents is where it needs to be.
So when it comes to the mask mandate and his executive order number 2 and it striking down mask and making everything optional, I think that is what the people of Powhatan want.
And if Sarah's 8-year-old wants to wear a mask,
if he decided that he felt more comfortable in a mask, I would let him.
Gilbert says a concern of her and other parents.
Bullying the kids that don't wear them or bullying the kids that do wear them.
What he has to say to parents who are worried for the safety of their children if all students aren't masked.
I would say to parents who are concerned about their child being in close proximity with other students who are not masked. It goes back to a mask. I don't want to be cavalier in this, but your child's wearing a mask, so they should be protected on some level.
And, I talked to him, I said, but at the same time, we respect other people's, choice to wear a mask if they want to. And he was like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Taylor says while wearing a mask is now optional, it won't be a catalyst for controversy.
The students that will be there not masked are going to be right side by side with those who are masked, and we're going to track on as normal.
James Taylor tells me that Powhatan County Schools will continue with their safety protocols, and that includes cleaning and deep cleaning, air filtration, and also he says they'll continue with social distancing. He does say parents should know that their children will be going to a safe and clean Powhatan County school. Working for you in Powhatan County, Wayne Covil, CBS 6 News.